Return O John Munn. If you minded every minute o' your life, you couldn't think. All you mind is bits and bobs, whiles it's just a blank. There's stuff that's kinda hazy, and other bits that's clear. Here's a tale that stayed with me for nearly 50 years. McClement's told his story coming back for some old night. We were all jammed in a motor squashed together brave and tight. Nae in-car entertainment, nae heater, only crack. But I can mind on story gay and clear when I look back. McClement's turn had come around to spend a yarn or two. Says he, you'll not believe it, but the story here is true. Of all the jobs I ever done, there one I couldn't thole. Apprentice undertaker to a body Yule Madole. The first day's undertaking was the last I ever done. I shepherd in the mountains by the name o' Johnny Munn. A neighbour got him dead in bed and nothing but his socks. The police sent for Sam to get his body in a box. He lived up on the hillside all his working life, too busy lambing ewes and such to get his siller wife. The body had a powerful hump and crooked in every limb. He wouldn't fit into the box, but all had brung with him. The house was wee nae size of the stairs was steep and thin. We got them coughing up the stairs and tried to jam him in. His foot went down, his head come up, the same the other way. We tried it every road we could. Our heads was near astray. So we dressed him and we pressed him and we moved him to the stair. Downstairs some neighbour women put a sort of wake on there. As we come round a gay tight turn, well, Johnny near fell out, but we speltered down the stairs okay and led him at the foot. Madole he took a hammer and he nailed his clays off flat. And he took a beer gay handy for his throttle needed wet. With the one thing and another, sure we had a couple more. And a bite to eat for buy for the old boy had rocked us sair. We the neighbours waked him well with sandwiches and drinking, and soon you couldn't hear yourself for chat and bottles clinking. The old wake yarns, the bits of crack, some eyes were gay and glazed. And in the door come the Reverend Moore. You could see he wasn't pleased. A golden user sitting drinking, eating here to his soul, and Johnny Munn was lying there, his body hardly cowl. You mocked him hard and life, he growled. He laughed behind his back. His crookedness was made into a target for your crack. You called him Humpy Dumpy and known old Humpy he'd, and now you sit and yarn and drink like he's no e'er there did. The stuck of your hypocrisy would make a body book. I only hope you mind the times you made John Munn a joke. A kindly word, a helping hand was missing when he left. I doubt that this would be the way he wanted to be grieved. A lock of whited sepulchres, clean rotten to your hearts. I gather up a neighbours, a wheen of cheeky blurts. You hasn't only right to sit and yarn with drink and mate, and Johnny resting in his box as off to meet his fate. But then an odd thing happened. I heard the tearing cloths. Madole's wee nails had ripped Munn's clays and loused him in the box. He ris up for the coffin and he gin a mighty groan. He seemed to spraggle for it and he let another moan. Madole the only man in there that kept a level head. It's just trapped gas, he says to me. It happens when you're dead. But every other body there ris up and run for it, and the screaming and the yelling could be heard for miles about. The Reverend Murray went to run, but couldn't he reach the door. His long black coat was cleeked onto a nail stuck in the floor. He let a gowl and guldered as he tried to get it loose. He pulled and tried to free himself to get out of the house. He must have thought old Johnny Munn was howling brave and tight, but the very reverend gentleman was putting up a fight. Would Johnny drag him to the grave, or take him down to hell? Our Reverend Murray rolled his eyes and let a powerful yell. Let go of me this minute, you humpy-headed cur. The Reverend made a sprackle as he tried to reach the door. "Release me now, I'll hump ye, you crooked, twisted blurt." But all that Reverend Moore heard was the thump of his own heart. "You dirty humpy devil, may your fate be down below. May I'll nick me out to meet you with his pitchfork all aglow." With that the Reverend's glazed the ripped. He brusted and got loose, and never stopped his running till he made his own wee house. Though all the folk had vanished, Madole and me were there. We got him in the box again and took him to the car. The hearse was parked in Johnny's yard. We loaded him and went, and took him to the church below and left him in the front. I quit Madole's, McClement says. I never heard again o' Reverend Moore or Johnny Munn or his house up the glen. I did an undertaking job just wasn't meant to be. But thon's the tale o' Yule Madole, old Johnny Munn and me. McClement's finished talking, but no yen word was heard. The maist of folk was sleeping and the rest was sort of feared. It's been a lot of years since then. It seems like yesterday. I'll mind it just as clearly till they put me in the clay.